evening, America and the rest of the world. Sandra J. Hobson here, stand-up comedian, entertainer, director, and producer of boxing documentaries, and internet troll to those who need internet trolling. This is another episode of The Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. Do me a favor, we're trying to grow the channel. Subscribe, like this video, hate it, share it, and leave a comment. And the comment could be something nice or it could be something nasty. But just know, if you say something slick, I'm going to get you. You should know that about me by now. So, from what I gathered, Kevin Samuels was a cheerleader. And to be perfectly honest with you, I've made it a point not to really mention the sexuality of Kevin Samuels because, number one, I don't give a shit. But primarily because, I'm just too old to be making snide remarks about someone's sexuality. Is Kevin Samuels gay? I don't know. I don't care. I mean, he looks feminine. He has a feminine disposition about him. One of the things that you guys don't know about old Xander Hobson, I used to be a beautician. And I became a beautician because I saw my first wife going into a beauty school, and I followed into a beauty school, and vada ving, vada voom, we ended up getting married sometime later. But I said all of that to say I did spend some time in beauty school. I even worked in a couple of beauty salons as a beautician, but I was a barber more so than a beautician. But I said all that to say, does Kevin Samuels have all the signs and the symptoms of being a gay man? He does. But again, coming at it from a mature perspective, I could care less. I worked around gay guys before, and gay guys were probably some of the most animated and entertaining motherfuckers I ever had the pleasure of being around. Where we're going to go out and hang out and get drinks together and all of that shit? Absolutely not. But did I like them as people? Yeah, they were some very entertaining and hilarious individuals, nonstop riot with them. I think the biggest problem that a lot of people are having with our Kevin Samuels possibly being gay is he's the voice of masculinity. A lot of guys are looking up to Kevin Samuels. And I think that the main pushback that you get from a lot of people that care that he's gay is this is the face of masculinity. And to be totally honest with you, I'm not crazy about where society is going in 2021 as it pertains to masculinity. Skinny jeans, guys walking around with man purses, tight clothing on. Tight clothing is the stuff of femininity. And as a man born in 1968, I don't like it. I don't. I think it's an attack on masculinity. You had the feminist movement going on, and now you have the LGBT movement going on, and I think that it sends a wrong message. Now, I've never jumped on Kevin Samuels because I thought that he was a gay man. I jumped on Kevin Samuels because Kevin Samuels has said some shit that I don't agree with, and some of the things that he said that I don't agree with, it's suspect. I don't know. Again, as a 53-year-old man, I'm not about to get on these airwaves and bash someone for being gay. But I will say this, the brand, the manhood that Kevin Samuels is promoting, this feminine disposition, I don't like it. It's not for me. It's not something that I will promote. So I'm going to say this, right? like I always do, I wanna end this with a story. So one of my favorite boxers of all time was the great Emil Griffith. 5 times world champion, I believe. Emil Griffith was 3 times middleweight champion and 2 times welterweight champion. Killed the man in the ring because the guy teased him about being gay. I learned about Emil Griffith via study. This was back in the 80s. And one of the things I used to do every day before I go to the gym, I used to go to the library. I used to read the Ring record book. And I stumbled across Emil Griffith. And from everything that I read and the pictures that I saw, he was definitely one of my favorite fighters. So it was 1987. I was up in New York City with my boxing trainer, Smiley Hayward, Bowie Fisher, who would train the great Bernard Hopkins, and my late friend, Tyrone Butterfly Crawley. As a matter of fact, all 3 of these gentlemen are deceased. And at the time, I was maybe about 19 years old. So I'm up in New York City, and lo and behold, the great Emil Griffith is standing right there. And I turned and I looked at him, right? And he smiled at me. And I was just getting ready to go over and see him. And then it dawned on me. I said, damn, that's right. Emil Griffith is gay. And because Emil Griffith was gay, I passed on the opportunity to go over there and talk to and hold a conversation with a prize fighter who I greatly admired. This was the chance to talk to a living piece of history. But again, because this man was gay, I passed on going over to talk to him. And to be perfectly honest with you, it is something that I have regretted when I think about it. Because again, how often does one get a chance to talk to a boxing icon, gay or not? So I said all that to say, is Kevin Samuels gay? Who gives a fuck? I personally don't. But do I like the idea of a feminine man promoting masculinity in a feminine manner? No, I don't like that shit. And that is how I feel about this whole Kevin Samuels situation. I'm done with it. Bam!